All right, so we've talked in the past, we already went through, and you've already gone through as part of your homework, doing Ajax in JavaScript. And it ends up looking something like this, right? We have some sort of events where we're basically saying that we want to send some data, an Ajax send right here, right there. And then we have some function that receives the response, okay, and does something with that. Okay, and this is all done in just pure JavaScript. All of this where we're creating this object right here called the XML HTTP request object, okay, add events listener, open send, these are all JavaScript functions, and they work fine. And you went through that in your Zybook already in an example that looks like this right here. Okay, so back in your section 7.6, this is basically the same thing as I was just showing you with a little simpler example. But again, this is all JavaScript that's sending an Ajax request, and then once this movie information comes back, it updates this page right here. Okay, so the new thing that you went through for Wednesday was to look at this same code except in jQuery. And I'm not going to go through all of the jQuery code because I think for the most part, once you understand the Ajax concepts, you can just read through the syntax of jQuery. But the one thing I do want to point out is that once again, jQuery just makes something a little easier. As a matter of fact, a lot easier. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons that jQuery became popular, is because it made doing this Ajax related code so much easier. So the easiest way to see that is to compare this code in 7.6.1. Okay, this is where it's in JavaScript. So all of this code that's needed to do just a basic Ajax request and then receive the response. Okay, that's what all this code is for. And then compare that to the section right here that has the same code except in jQuery right there. Okay, that one line of code does the exact same thing that all of this code does in JavaScript. So that's all I'm really going to point out related to jQuery. Is just that it's just, again, doing the same thing as you can do with basic JavaScript, except it basically abstracts away a lot of the details. It hides a lot of the details and takes care of them for you. In other words, this line of code right here is actually behind the scenes. If you went and looked at what this code is doing, it's essentially doing all of this stuff for you. Okay, so again, just makes it easier. I still think it's certainly worth understanding the JavaScript code, because it's worth, you really kind of understand how Ajax works by going through that. But then once you get that, okay, my recommendation, and what most people do, is they move over to the Ajax version of this, okay, which makes it much easier. And there are some more slightly complex examples in the Ajax code that you went through, but bottom line is it's doing the same thing as you already learned. It's just kind of simplifying that process a little bit. So that's all I'm going to point out related to Ajax in jQuery. I would recommend using this. It will simplify your life.